Most engines don't die from bad oil. They die in the first 10 minutes after the change. Dry metal, air pockets, a plug that wasn't torqued, and boom, $1,000 damage. We're going to walk you through the 12 steps we use so engines make it past 200,000 miles without drama. This is the stuff quick lube lines skip because it slows them down. Pay attention to step 3 and step 10. That's where you lose the most money. So why does post-oil checks matter more than the oil brand? Oil changes look simple, but the first 60 seconds can destroy engines. Pressure is zero, passages are air-filled, and every seal must hold perfectly tight. One stuck gasket or a loose washer, and the leak starts right there. Quick shops rush because time is money, and that's how they bend bearings and cook cams. We slow it down so fresh oil fills every filter passage before pressure hits. Do these 12 checks, and you eliminate the silent damage that kills engines years early. Number 12, drain plug, threads, and the crush washer. First thing we check after the oil is in is the plug we just tightened. Threads need to be clean, not chewed, and the washer has to be new so it can crush and make a real seal. Reusing soft aluminum or copper sounds cheaper, but it lets a slow drip start a day later when the pan heats and cools. That slow drip becomes a low-level run, and low level is what wipes bearings. Snug the plug to the proper torque, not gorilla tight, then wipe the whole area bone dry so any fresh oil is easy to spot. Fire the engine, let it idle, and slide back under there with a light. If you see even one clean drop forming, shut it off and fix it now. Do not tell yourself it will seal later. It will not. Cracked pans from over-tightened plugs run $400 or more, while a new washer costs cents. On older pans, we even keep a spare magnetic plug ready because stripped factory plugs love to leak when the case gets hot. That tiny upgrade keeps the bottom of the engine spotless longer. Plug is good, so now we move to the part that actually blows engines, the filter. Hey there, you should really subscribe to us. This ensures your car will keep running forever. Thanks. Number 11, filter gasket lube and double gasket check. This is the step lazy shops skip, and it is the one that dumps oil all over the road. When you spin the old filter off, look at the mounting pad and make sure the old rubber gasket came off with it. If that ring stays glued to the block and you screw the new filter on top, you now have 2 gaskets, a weak clamp, and a leak that sprays the second the engine makes pressure. Before you install the new one, dip a finger in fresh oil and wipe a thin coat around the new gasket so it seats smoothly and does not twist. Hand tighten it until the gasket touches, then give it about a half turn more. No wrenches, no crushed seals. We have seen cars towed in smoking because a double gasket let every quart out in under a minute. That owner thought the oil burned, but it was on the pavement. Always match the filter size and thread to the housing because a loose fit will leak under load on hot runs. This is where we act like real mechanic crews, not rush quick lube kids with timers on the shop clock today. Filter is happy. Now we need to build pressure without hurting anything. Number 10, the 30-second idle to build pressure. Now we wake the engine up, but we do it gently. Turn the key, let it start, and let it sit at idle for about 30 seconds. Do not rev, do not tap the pedal, because right now the pump is pushing air and fresh oil through empty passages and through the new filter. Revving in this moment spins bearings and cams fast while they are still waiting for a full oil film. And that is how people spin a rod on an engine that supposedly had perfect service. Watch the oil light. It should go out quickly. Listen for any loud tick or knock that was not there before. While it idles, kneel and look under the front of the car for live leaks coming from the plug or the filter you just set. If you see wet metal or a drip hitting the ground, shut it off and fix it right now. Do not hope it seals later. This slow idle phase is where we catch double gaskets, loose plugs, or crushed filters before they dump 4 quarts at highway speed. 1 minute of patience saves a $2,000 bearing job or a full used engine swap. Check the oil pressure gauge too. It should match your normal idle. If it stays low or flickers, shut it down and recheck the filter seal and the drain plug. That keeps bearings safe and engines reliable longer. Oil is moving, leaks are clear. Now we clean up the hot spots so they do not bake parts. Number 9, leak sweep with light, hot parts wiped. With pressure built, we shut it off and actually look. Grab a flashlight and scan the drain plug, the filter base, and the bottom of the pan for fresh, clean oil. Any shiny wet spot means the seal is not doing its job, and the leak will get worse once you drive and the oil thins. Next, wipe away any spilled oil on the valve cover, timing cover, or exhaust manifold shields. If you leave that splash there, it bakes, turns brown, and starts softening nearby rubber and coil boots, which is why people smell burnt oil right after a change. We see this all the time in the shop. A tech spilled, never wiped, the owner drove for weeks, and the heat cooked the gasket edge until it seeped for real. 5 minutes with a rag and brake cleaner now keeps you out of a $700 burnt gasket and melted coil repair later. Do not forget to check around the oil fill cap too, because splashed oil there can trick you into chasing fake leaks. Clean caps keep engines looking better later. System is sealed and clean, so now we make sure the level you think you have is the level the engine actually has. Number 8, the 2-check dipstick method. Most people pull the stick once, see oil near the mark, and walk away proud. That first reading is a lie because the oil is still draining through the filter and the passages you just emptied. The right move is simple. After the leak check, let the car sit for 5 minutes so the oil can run back to the pan. Pull the dipstick, wipe it, reinsert, and read again. That second reading is the real level your engine will live with. Top off in small amounts until it hits the right spot. Running half a quart low makes the pump work harder and can uncover the pickup on hard turns. Running half a quart high lets the crank whip the oil into foam, and foam does not lubricate. We even scribe a tiny notch on our own sticks at the true full point, so the next service is faster and accurate. Engines that get checked this way do not come back with mystery knocks, and they do not burn off the top of the dipstick between changes. Precision here is cheaper than adding oil every week and hoping it works forever. Number 7, PCV/breather quick test. Pop the PCV hose and shake the valve while the engine is off. If it rattles, it is still working. If it stays silent, gummy, or you see oil film in the hose, swap it right now. A stuck PCV turns brand new oil brown fast. This tiny $10 part keeps crankcase pressure low, so seals, gaskets, and the fresh filter do not get hammered. When ventilation fails, fuel vapor, water, and blowbee sit in the crankcase and build acid. And that is how people get sludge even when they swear they change oil on time. We have opened engines that look clean on the dipstick, but were loaded with mayonnaise under the cover. And every single one had a dead or forgotten PCV. The check takes 30 seconds. The part costs less than lunch, and it protects every mile of the oil you just paid for. PCV is breathing, so now we make sure the oil you picked actually matches how you drive, not just what the cap prints. Long commutes, short cold trips, and boosted engines all load the crankcase differently, so a fresh PCV is your cheap insurance before you start stretching intervals at all. Keep it clear, and the new oil stays clean and protective. Number 6, confirm the right viscosity for your use. Now that the engine is sealed and breathing, we ask the question most shops ignore. Is this actually the right thickness for the way you drive? The number on the cap is the factory starting point, but it was chosen for fuel rules, warranty, and average driving. Not your trailer, not your desert heat, not your turbo. If you tow, sit in traffic in 90-degree weather, or have a small boosted motor, a full synthetic in the same grade or the next heavier hot number often protects better. Quick-lube bulk tanks are sometimes filled with one generic blend to cover everything, and that is fine for short leases, but not for engines we want to see at 200,000 miles. This is why we tell people to bring their own jug and write the exact oil on the receipt. That way you know real 5W30 or 0W30 went in, not mystery 5W20. If your climate or towing changed this year, note it and adjust next time so the oil film stays strong. That gets us to the record keeping, because memory is not maintenance. Write down what you used and why, so the next change is smart, not random. Small notes today prevent big mistakes later. Number 5, reset the monitor and make a real log. Dash reminder cleared? Good, now make it real. The oil life computer only guesses based on miles and engine temp. It does not know which oil you used or that you fixed a leak today. Write the date, mileage, brand, viscosity, and filter in the glove box or your phone. That takes under a minute and gives you proof for the next owner and a pattern for yourself. If the next dipstick check turns dark way too soon, you can look back and see, yes, this was the change right before winter or right before you started towing, so you know why. Shops love it when drivers have records because it ends the maybe they never changed it blame game. A clean log can add real dollars when you sell because it screams responsible owner. You can even snap a quick photo of the odometer and jug. That is your visual backup. Log is saved. Now we put the fresh oil to work without shocking the engine. And if your car has multiple drivers, a written log keeps everyone on the same schedule, so nobody stretches oil to dangerous levels or doubles up by mistake. Good records make long-term reliable miles possible. Keep going. Number 4, the 10-minute gentle drive. This is the part almost nobody does, and it is why we see oil change and now it smells complaints. A slow, calm 10-minute drive right after service lets the new oil reach every corner, the cooler, the VVT system, and the lifters without being slammed. No red line, no highway on-ramp heroics. We just want flow and even heat. As you drive, listen with the radio off. Any ticking that stays longer than a few seconds, any deep knock, any burning smell through the vents, that is your sign to head back and look. This is exactly what real shops do. They road test, they park, they recheck. Heat from that short drive also thins the oil enough to show marginal leaks around the plug, the filter, or places where the shop spilled on the valve cover. We have caught so many weeping plugs like this, the ones that would have dumped the pan on the freeway an hour later. 10 minutes of patient driving protects a $3,000 engine and a $2,000 catalytic converter that does not get soaked in oil. When you get back in the driveway, keep the hood latch popped because we are going to look again while it is still warm. If you change brands or viscosities this time, the drive also lets the computer relearn idle trims and lets seals expand back out with clean oil on them. Skipping this makes people think the oil caused a noise, when really the air just never got purged. Warm oil tells truth fast. Number 3, post-drive leak and level confirmation. The engine is warm, oil has cycled, and now we see what really stayed sealed. Park on flat ground, shut it off, give it 3 to 5 minutes for oil to drain back, then pull the dipstick. The level should match the full mark you set earlier. Not above, not below. If it dropped a little, top it up and write how much. Some big filters and remote coolers swallow more oil after the first run. Now look underneath again with a light. Warm leaks are the sneaky ones because heat thins the oil, and the drip only shows up after the drive. Catch it now, and it is a quarter turn of the filter or plug. Miss it, and it is a low oil light on the next cold start. Check around the valve cover in front of the engine, too, for any burnt oil smell. Wipe today means no baked-on mess tomorrow. Underneath is good and level is good, so the service is finally done and the engine can go live a long, reliable life. This last check is what separates people who just dump oil from people who actually protect engines for 200,000 miles and beyond. 5 extra minutes now saves years later. Keep it proven. Number 2, under tray, splash shield, and filter housing audit. Right after the drive, get the car on safe ground and actually look at the bottom. Shops in a hurry forget the splash shield, but that thin plastic keeps water, dirt, and winter slush from blasting the belt drive and lower pulleys. If it is off, hanging, or half-fasted, fix it now, because one storm can throw grit straight at your new filter. Make sure every clip, screw, and push pin is back where it belongs. If any fastener is cracked or missing, note it for the next service. Small hardware is cheaper than a torn panel. On engines that use cartridge filters, look right at the housing. The O-ring should be seated, not pinched, and the cap should be snug, not over tight. A pinched O-ring will seep once the car hits highway heat, and you will smell burnt oil days later. If you see oil mist on the tray, wipe it off and recheck the housing. Take pictures if you find missing clips. because you can match them at the parts aisle later and you will know exactly what was loose. Documenting it now keeps the next oil change quicker, cheaper, and prevents the guessing game of which panel goes where for you or the shop. This is the quiet step that keeps road water out and clean oil in until the next interval. Number 1. Final underhood wipe and smell check. Open the hood again while the engine is still warm and idling smoothly. Take a clean rag and wipe the filler cap, the area around the dipstick, and any spot where the funnel or bottle splashed. Dry metal is quiet metal. Cooked oil on a hot manifold makes you think a gasket failed when it was really just a spill. After wiping, look straight at the oil light on the dashboard. It should go out fast and stay out. If that light lingers or flickers after an oil change, shut it down right away and fix the problem before it chews bearings. Now use your nose. A little warm oil smell right after service is normal. Sharp, burning oil smell that keeps coming back is not. Follow the smell with the light and see if a valve cover, filler neck, or sensor plug got wet. Clean it, start it again, and confirm the smell is gone. This last wipe also keeps dust from sticking to the fresh oil film, so the bay stays cleaner longer and you can spot real leaks next month. If this checklist is saving you money, hit like and drop a hype. We will keep giving you the shop version, not the rushed version. Click the next video. We break down the dealer's pure profit services to skip. Hit subscribe so you stay